Hey guys, welcome. Welcome to Week 7 recap. Boy, we had a lot of good football to watch this weekend. A lot of close games. A couple of close matchups. We had our second highest close victory of this week of the season. A few things went as planned that we've seen so far this season. A few people overperformed, a few underperformed, especially defenses. But anyway, guys, we're going to get into it. First matchup we're going to talk about is the Corn-Fed Fatties and Buckeye Nation. Now, going into this game, Brian was in a heap of trouble for bye week trouble. A lot of trouble. He had a lot of zeros on his bench. But he needed a lot of stuff to go right for him. But you know what? He was efficient. I mean, he scored 111 points, which is fine. Joe Flacco got him 23, 27 from Trey Burton, the tight end for Chicago. Did very well. He got Vikings defense got him 15. He got a goose egg from Carlos Hyde and another zero from his kicker, Mason Crosby, giving him 111. Over here for Brandon and the Fatties, Kirk Cousins got him 19. Matt Breida, the San Francisco running back, got -1 for the game. The rest of his team looks good. 21 from Cohen, 11 from Diggs, 17 from Evans, 21 from Alshon Jeffrey, 20 from Kittle, the tight end from San Francisco. 124 points for the Fatties. Brian, I can't really go over your bench. It wouldn't have helped. Absolutely nothing would have helped. It was just going to be a loss. Brandon, you got some potential on your bench. You can improve on your record right now. But anyway, 124, 111. There's no trophy to give out in this matchup. Next matchup we're going to talk about is the Colorado Antlers and the Reapers. However, this matchup does have a trophy. For the Antlers, Andrew Luck got in there with 28 points, 29 from James White, 17 from TJ Yeldon, and 16 from the kicker, who did better than his tight end and his defense. For Reapers, Jared Goff, a low score of 18 points. Austin Eckler got 11. 3 from Gore, -3 from your Cardinals defense. You got the Rams defense on the bench with 30 points. Just thought I'd let you know that. You also got 13 points from Chris Ivory when Frank Gore got you only 3. And that's it. Is it enough to get you the victory? Absolutely not. But Mike, you got 74 points here. It's not your lowest of the season, but it's definitely the low of the week. 131 for the Antlers to 74. Mike, here you see this little red column. These are your scores. All right, these are the low scores of the week. And now, if you guys notice, there's no high scores over here in your division, only low. And 74 was not your lowest. 51 in week 5 was your lowest, Mike, but it's okay. Low score. You're racking up on them trophies, Bubba. Anyway, next matchup we're going to talk about is the Texas Cake Standers and the Fairway Flyers. Now, going into this weekend, I had some bye week trouble myself, and I had some players that I thought weren't going to do good. T.Y. Hilton ended up doing a whole lot better than I gave him credit for. He got 18 points on the bench. I didn't really use him. Derrick Henry, where did he come from? 14 points on the bench. I mean, I was a little worried. Going into Sunday evening games. Phillip Rivers got me 24. I got 22 from Zach Ertz, 18 from the Texans defense. Hopefully the Texans defense do well tonight against Miami. Or not Miami. They're playing Miami. Texans, yeah. Houston and Miami play tonight. For the Fairway Flyers, we got Cam Newton at 28 points, 26 from Saquon Barkley. Jarvis Landry got 25 and 21 from Sterling Shepard. 110 points. 113 for the Cake Standers. That's a close win. 3 points. It's not our closest of the year. The closest of the year was 2 points, and that was back in week number 1 for the Hooligans over Buckeye Nation, 87-85. 113, 110 is the closest of this week. And that's it for that matchup. Next matchup, we have the Big Blue World Champs and the Death by Texas. Big Blue, I don't know what's going on. You got Brock Osweiler in there, who did okay for you. You got Jordan Howard, 10 points, 28 from Odell Beckham Jr., which that's his best. That's Odell's best game so far this season. -8 from the Bills defense. Good God Almighty. You got 40 from Denver's defense. So that's a 48-point swing, which would have given you 137 points to Death by Texas 158 just off that. And Josh Gordon, no. You would have lost anyway, Bubba. Don't feel bad, because sometimes when you have a loss, we tend to think about, hey, could we have done better? Was there players on our bench that we could have put in there to get us the win? In this case, not for you. Usually that is the case for a lot of people, but don't even sweat it, man. You couldn't even do anything. Your players didn't. Anyway, Death by Texas, 21 points for Matt Ryan, Todd Gurley with 30, Kareem Hunt with 36, 18 from A.J. Green, 17 from Julio. His tight end, Njoku, even got him 15. 158 points, which brings us to the high score of the week and the big win of the week. Dave, just like Mike over here with the red, you're right here in the green. 5 out of the 7 weeks so far, you have gotten the most points. A big win, you've got it 3 out of the 7 weeks. Good God. You won by 69 points this week. It's not your highest. Your highest was 184, which was in week 6. So, Death by Taxes, guys, still hasn't had a loss. Maybe this week. We'll see. Final matchup we're going to talk about, Given the Business. Now, who the Hooligans give the business to? Oh, Rodney. For the Hooligans, 36 points from Patrick Mahomes, 26 from John Brown, 26 from Adam Thielen, 13 from the kicker, 21 from Latavius Murray as well. 157 points, 1 point away from being tied for the most points of the week. Close, Bubba. Chris, that was close. For Rodney over here, Giving the Business, 27 points from Tom Brady, Nick Chubb 14, Kamara 15, Hill 19, Hopkins 14, 105. You got only your receiver, what's it got? Golden Tate only got you 8. You got 2 from your tight end, 8 from Parkey, and -2 for the Bears. You could have put the Jets in there, but it would have done worse for you. Larry Fitz would have got you 6 more points. You know, a few 3 or 4 points here and there, but not enough to make up, you know, the amount of distance you needed to beat the Hooligans. But 157-105 is the final for this game. Now, over here in the standings, all right, guys, in the NFC, we got Corn-Fed Fatties at 4-3, Colorado Antlers at 3-4, with Buckeye Nation at 3-4, at 2-5 for the Fairway Flyers, and 1-6 for the Reapers. In the AFC, Death by Taxes at 7-0, Texas Cake Standards 5-2, Giving the Business 4-3, Hooligans 4-3, and Big Blue at 2-5. Now, the playoffs, guys, coming. I mean, we're about halfway done here in regular season. The door is open for anybody in the NFC. You got 2 teams at 3-4. You got 1 winning record, and that's the Fatties at 4-3. The rest of them 3-4, 2-5, or 1-6. Mike, you can still make the playoffs, man. Get it going. Get it going here. Over here in the AFC, Jeremy, you need to do some work. You can still do it. You're only 2 games out of the playoffs right now. It's close, guys. But anyway, that's the halfway point. That's your Week 7 recap. And I'll be around shortly for the Week 8 preview. Thank you for tuning in.